This is the teamwork game. There are many versions of the teamwork game that we'll introduce you to as we move through the course. This first version is called the board filling version. In this game, your students will work as a team to correctly fill a doo-wop board. In our example here, we have the classroom set up with 3 teams that will be playing. The teams you'll need a table, at least 3 tables or 3 rows of desks, and the teams are arranged in this orientation. This student here with this one and this one work as a team, and then these 3 here work as a team, and then these 3 here work as a team, and they're all facing in this direction, and you'll stand here at the head of the group. The members at this team will need access to periodic tables. They can put their books or a periodic table in front of them on their table, and then they'll each need a piece of paper and a pencil in which to write with. The members at the middle table here will need a collection of doo-wops, which represent electrons, and then a cup or some sort of container in which to place them in. And each student will need a set of those. And then members at the front table will need their doo-wop boards, and these would have no doo-wops with them. The way the game works is that you'll call out the name of an element, any element on the periodic table. It'd be best if you did limit the elements to the ones that fit on the doo-wop board. And it's the job of the members on each team at the front table is to write on their piece of paper that element name, the element symbol, and then the atomic number for that element. Once they've got that completed, they'll pass their paper forward to the next table. It's the job of these members of the team to collect the appropriate number of doo-wops and place them in the cup. Once they have that completed, they'll pass the paper and the cup with the doo-wops to the front table. It's the job of these members here then to take the doo-wops, which are the electrons, out of the cup and correctly place them into their doo-wop board. The team which finished the job first presents their doo-wop board to you, and then you'll check and see if they indeed have their board filled correctly. The team that has their board correctly filled first earns 2 points for the round. Any other team that has a correctly filled board later in the process will earn 1 point for their team. Now, if you should find that there's something wrong with the way the board is filled, that student right there will need to make corrections. If there's an inaccurate number of doo-wops, or if you find that the symbol is written incorrectly, maybe spelling or capitalization errors, the paper will need to go back to that student to have it corrected. Now, if a student on the team sees something wrong, then they can't fix it. They have to pass it back to the student whose job or whose task that was. The parts can go back and forth as many times as necessary, and like we say, whoever gets there first with the correctly filled board wins the round, earns 2 points, and then the second place teams can earn 1 point for their efforts. So each team has the potential of earning points in each round. After you play with students in this position for 4 to 5 rounds, then you can have them rotate, where the students at the front table would then move to the back table, and then these 2 sets of students can move forward, and then play resumes for another 3 to 4 or 5 rounds, and then you can rotate again, so that all students have the opportunity to play and then practice those tasks at each position. So this is the first version of the teamwork game, the board filling version, and we hope you enjoy this game. It can be lots of fun. You can play with more students, fewer students, And then if you look in your teacher's manual, there are variations of this game that you can play with a smaller number of students, or instead of being a competitive game, you can play it in a cooperative nature. So have fun.